afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy. Biffid, Biffid at yahoo.com. 603-640-9338. And as luck would have it, I have a guest today. I'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Mike Martineau. I'm a fun-loving local celebrity from right here in Manchester, New Hampshire, and thank you for having me.
All right, man about town, busy
Yeah.
boy. Right, so you know the usual. We'll start. I got my quote, then interesting facts. They're really interesting today, I think. All right, so let's start with the quote. It's a little on the lengthy side today. All right, don't just learn, experience. Don't just read, absorb. Don't just change, transform. Don't just relate, advocate. Don't just promise, prove. Don't just criticize, encourage. Don't just think, ponder. Don't just take, give. Don't just see, feel. Don't just dream, do, which I love dreaming. Don't just hear, listen. Don't just talk, act. Don't just tell, show. Don't just exist, live. I like that one a lot. And that's Roy T. Bennett, The Light and the Heart. I like him. I like his inspirational quotes. I use him quite a bit. So there you have it with that one, but I like that because, you know, it's whatever you do, just notch it up a bit. And everything comes to you in a much more positive, enlightening way. Oh, before I even do the fun facts, last week I picked a card for the Celtics for their game. So I picked the Fool, and of course the number on the Fool is 0. So I said that they were going to win because with the Fool, it's sort of like, you know, that how kids, they're so enthusiastic and they, you know, imagine this and they're not fearful or stressed out. So I figured that's why they were going to win. I misinterpreted the Fool. It should have been actually that they were so scatterbrained.
Yes.
That, and naturally the number on the card is 0, so no, they're not going to win. They got a big goose egg, but probably 2 because I wanted them to win. So, you know, that's how it goes with that. So naturally, I don't know, I think it must be a mental thing, but every time I get ready for these interesting fun facts, Mike, I always have to take a sip of water. All right, so today, the fun facts, interesting facts is going to be fireflies / lightning bugs. All right? So, I have 10 of them today. Fact number 1. Large groups of fireflies sometimes blink in unison or at the same time. I never really noticed it, but sometimes there's so many of them, you see them all blinking. Here, I didn't know this, and I bet you a lot of you didn't know this. Pay attention to this one. Even firefly eggs glow. Even some that live underground or underwater. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah. Firefly light can be yellow, green, or orange. That was fact number 3. Fact number 4. This is pretty cool. There are more than 2,000 species of fireflies, which are a type of beetle, which I never knew before.
Wow.
Right? Fireflies, who would have ever thought? Despite their name, only some species produce adults that glow. Then why are they fireflies? I always thought that was firefly because they glowed, so I don't get it. But that's all right. Fireflies in the western United States, for example, lack the ability to produce light. Well, I guess it goes with the territory if you want to live in California. All right, fact number 5. A few firefly species are also carnivorous as adults. Imagine. They don't eat snails, though. They eat fireflies of other genera. Fact number 6. Get this one. They can spend up to 2 years in the larval stage before metamorphosing into adults. Imagine. Interesting fact number 7. Get this. I think this one's very interesting. Adults may live only a couple of weeks, and most do not eat during this time. They just mate, lay eggs, and die. What a way to go. Yeah. 8. Females of the Lamprigera firefly can grow to be the size of your palm. They are much larger than their male counterparts and lack wings. 2 large light organs on their abdomen produce their characteristic glow. Fun fact number 9. Number 9. The females of one group of fireflies called Photuris, Photuris, have earned the nickname femme fatales. Unlike most species, these fireflies eat as adults. Unlike most species, these fireflies eat as adults, or they eat the adults by mimicking the flash patterns of other firefly species. The female lures unsuspecting males in closer. Thus duped, a male will serve as the main entree for her dinner. Poor things. And then I save the last, my favorite, I always save for last. Fact number 10. The light that they emit is the most efficient in the world. Nearly 100% of the energy in the chemical reaction is emitted as light. See that? Yep. Maybe these climate change people are, what is it, the ESG idiots should focus in on, see how fireflies do it, and use almost the reaction is used as energy as opposed to, what do they want to use as energy? Well, lithium and this and whatever else they're doing. It's how much is wasted just to produce. They're trying to save, we'll say, the emissions from a car, but to produce one electric car, they're to mine the lithium and the cobalt and whatever else it is that they mine, they're producing the emissions of 20 cars because they don't like the emission of one car. So there you have it. So, Mike, now, as everyone knows, Mike and myself, we work at the arena, so I know him from there. Plus, he was on before and on the show before. Plus, Mike, what I'd like to talk about, because I find it interesting and I admire it, because to me it's just sort of so picture perfect, is your relationship with, again, you just told me your name and I forget. I'm sorry.
Her name is Angela.
Angela, I'm sorry for forgetting your name, because I did ask him before we started. I said, what's her name? So now tell us a little bit, how did this relationship get going? And I love it's fantastic, but where did, tell us a bit, where'd you meet and, all that type of stuff.
Well, so we actually went to the same high school together right here in Manchester. She's 2 years older than me. So she graduated in 2011, I graduated in 2013. Mm-hmm. And we were just friends back then. And then out of the blue, probably 2 years ago, I asked her out. We started going out.
Yeah, were you scared before you asked her out, or nervous?
No, not really. I'm so I'm glad I did ask her out. And then basically we dated for a while, and then we broke things off. She said it's her fault, which I totally understand, and and then basically she moved on, I moved on, and then her relationship after me didn't work out. So I guess I got the rebound with her, and it's been rough ever since for 6 months on Friday.
Wow, congratulations. Before we go any further, if anybody has a question for Mike, if anybody wants a relationship question, this is the guy to ask because it's working out so wonderfully for him. So again, call up 603-640-3091. This guy will tell you how to have the most best, fun, loving, fantastic, activity-filled relationship. Because I thought we're friends on Facebook,
Yes.
so your posts I get them all the
Yeah.
time, and it's you're going here, you're doing the Rex, the Palace Theater, this restaurant, that restaurant. So, how do you sort of keep it fresh and rolling in the way that you do?
Basically, so I know what her likes are. She knows what my likes are. So it's like, so we try to plan the dates together, and then basically, if we're doing dinner before doing an activity, basically we usually flip flop on who's going to choose, and then if I like, and she's allergic to a couple things, so it's like so like I try to keep that in mind, and basically I want her opinion, she wants mine. So basically it's back and forth conversation. It's not trying to be dominant or whatnot. It's trying to be even, having discussions about it, and it's like sometimes we do the same thing, but we still both enjoy it, and that's what I love about her, and she's the love of my life right now, and I'm really enjoying this relationship, and it's awesome to be with her.
See, and that's fancy. There you go. It's because it's a 50-50 deal here. It's not like you have to listen to her all the time, or how some people say it's her way or no way. And this, it's nice. It's nice. It's even keeled. You give input. She gives input. But and I gotta say, now, what do? Sometimes you take selfies, and then you have other people. What do you just like ask? We'll say service, where you take out picture.
Yeah. Sometimes we do selfie style. Sometimes, like if we're at a special event, like as at a couple times, if we don't want to do it selfie style, we'll just ask somebody to take it for us, and then usually I write the post, and then I show it to her and ask for permission to post and whatnot, because that was a major hurdle in our relationship just before her birthday, because it's like, and that was a major step for us, because it's like I wasn't able to tag her or post any pictures of us. So it's like, and everybody thought that was a red flag, which it was, but we got, because she had her opinion about it. I respected her opinion and her position on it, and then eventually she's like, it's time to. Everybody knows about us. It's not like we're holding it back from anybody. So we started.
Okay, let me get the. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today? Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, it's the Energy Lady.
The energy.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you, Energy Lady?
I'm wonderful. What's new in the blue?
Well, I'm glad you called because you just reminded me. I didn't see you last Saturday. I thought maybe I'd see you at the Manchester Elk Saturday at the fundraiser for the Manchester Animal Shelter. And that's good because I'm glad you called. I want to mention it. I want to thank everybody who came down for coming down and supporting us. We didn't raise a lot, but hey, it was my first undertaking, as a fundraiser. But hey, we got $130 for them, and everybody there
That's
made
very good.
I thought so. Everybody there made a few bucks plus, and we paid for the hall. So $130 for them. So that was pretty good. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to breathe. That's probably why you didn't see me.
Probably, yeah. Well, it's a good reason too.
You know how it is.
I do know how it is because I've been the same way. See, I think it's, we're up here with that energy level. So, the higher we go, it's the more stuff we attract. The more activities and this and that and everything's going, and it's like, oh no, now what do I do? All right, I'll do this, and this. But
And it never gets done. Not enough hours in a day.
you're not kidding. You got that right. You got that right.
Can you give me a reading?
I can give you a reading. I'll give you a. Oh, you ask a yes or no question. How's that? Let's do that. I can hear you echoing. You got a yes or no question?
What kind of questions?
Yes or no? Like, am
what?
I going to hit the lottery tonight? Yes or no?
I don't know.
No, well,
Do you know that? I don't know anything about the lottery.
I don't either. Don't get me wrong. Give me five. I play Give Me Five, and I have hope. And I play it every day. I play the same numbers, and
Never hope. Always have faith. Hope never comes. Faith does.
well, I have that too. That I'm going to win, but I win, but I don't win the jackpot. So, but that's it. I'm gonna instead of telling everybody I have hope, that's it. I have faith. I'm gonna win that jackpot. I want that 100,000. Would be wonderful. It would.
Wouldn't it be wonderful? We would all love that one now, wouldn't we?
I know. Really, it would pay for food for a year. Right? So, do you have your question?
A question of what?
Yes or no? You ask a question that that was looking for.
What do you think's going to happen with me?
Well, that's not a
On
yes
any
or no
kind
question.
of lottery or anything.
Well, the card it's the Six of Cups, all right? So the Six of Cups, well, let's just say, will you hit the lottery? Well, you will in the sense emotionally and with your relationships, but, and it's going back to sort of the people that have been in your life for years and years, many years. So you'll hit the lottery in that sense that those relationships are, they're forthcoming and they're sincere and they're
Well, that's wonderful.
And they're
If
enjoyed.
anybody could know they would hit the lottery, we'd be playing it and being happy that we win.
Exactly. So, but you got to hit the.
So nobody could never know that, really.
That's
really.
right. I know exactly. That's true.
I am always happy.
And so am I. Like I tell everybody, I have the time of my life every day. That's
I know,
the way.
you're talking to me.
Especially on Wednesday. That's right. Wednesday, it's like I'm always up like this, but on Wednesday I'm way up there. Like we'll say on all the other days of the week I'm like at a 200 or a 250 foot roller coaster, right? But on Wednesdays, when the energy lady calls, it's like it's the tallest roller coaster in the world.
Wow.
See?
That's good.
It is good. It's fantastic, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
And
telling
how are your guests, too?
And
I'm great.
do you know who he is? He's been on here
Of
before.
course I know who he is.
How do you know?
You don't know me, but I know him
How do you know him?
through his programs I watch.
Wow, so he is the local celebrity. Wow, amazing.
I'm glad he's happy with his relationships and everything, because I've been happy many years.
See, and that's what I said. You hit the lottery with it. How can you go wrong with that? You hit the lottery.
50-something.
What?
50-something years.
See that? Wow. Imagine. Good for you. That's the way to
Talk
go.
about having fun.
See? So that's his. Like I read about his on Facebook, and it's fantastic. It's always, his relationship is sort of in the direction of you. It's always positive and uplifting and bright, and you know what I mean. It's not icky in any way. And they're always busy doing things together.
Oh, no,
It's
nothing's
nice.
perfect. I mean, you
What?
got your ups, you got your downs, you got your happy, you got your rounds. And
They-
that's what it's all about.
See, that's right. That's right. So, see, you did hit the lottery with your relationship. So, right? Priceless.
I'm not
Priceless.
depending on the real lottery, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it isn't, it isn't. As long as we have our health, we got everything.
There, you got that right. And I'm the same mindset on anything when it comes to winning. If you're supposed to win, you're gonna win.
That's right.
All right. Very.
What happened to the Patriots? You said they were going to win, and they didn't.
No. You mean the Celtics? I know. Didn't you hear me?
No.
I explained it at the beginning of the show. But you remember the card I drew was the Fool. And of course, because I wanted them to win. So with the Fool.
Oh, the fool could go any way.
Right, exactly. So I wanted it. Naturally, I wanted the Celtics to win. So I said they're going to win because they got this sort of like childlike attitude that they're not going to be nervous about the game. They're not going to be stressed. But, and it's the first card, and the number on the card is 0. So, and on the other hand, the Fool, and that's exactly what it is. They just went in there lackluster, unprepared, like fools.
But that's
So-
okay. At least they get out there and they did the game, and to me, everybody does good. Whether they lose or not, they're still going out there.
Well, exactly, but they lost. I mean, let's face it.
Oh,
You
they'll
would-
catch up one day again.
You like the Celtics, but come on, Energy Lady. If they won, you'd even be feeling better. Come on.
Of course, but I still give them credit. A game is a game.
And me, so
Like I'm for the Red Sox and stuff.
Now you
Some
think-
people right there for the Red Sox when they win, and they're not for the Red Sox when they lose. That's not right. You got to be a trooper.
Well, my father, don't get me wrong, he would watch every Red Sox game, but when they would lose, you should have heard the words that I learned when he was watching Red Sox games, and they
And I
that they
bet
lost.
that beer went up in the air.
That's right. Hey, do you think the Celtics are going to win any more games?
You know what?
What?
It's a win or lose, and it's a chance you take.
That's right.
And to me, they all go out there and they do a good job.
Well, I heard they
They're
didn't.
out there
I didn't
doing
watch
it.
any of the
You
games.
try to do something like that.
But, well, that's not my forte. But anyway, I didn't watch any of the games. But, even today when I was, poor me, I don't know if you realize it, I worked till 3. I came up here, I filled in for John Hopwood.
Yes, I saw you.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Oh, yes, I did.
And, but when I was
And
working...
it looks like you never left the show, and he never left the show, so that's even cute.
Well, we really didn't. All I did is pull out my tarot cards and my crystals.
That's what I mean. So you see, you didn't have to go anywhere.
Exactly. But poor me, I've been up since 5:45, so poor
Well,
me.
You better get some sleep.
Well, after this, then I go to the Manchester Elks because tonight is Queen of Hearts, and I think the jackpot is up like $7,500.
Oh,
So-
wow.
So I go down there and I
Wow.
unwind. I have a beer or two. I buy
Just
some.
be careful, If you're overtired,
Always.
you don't want to sleep behind the wheel.
Well, you got that right. God forbid,
Be
I
careful.
know. It hasn't
It's like to
happened.
have a good time. It really is.
It's what? What?
It's nice to have a good time, but you got to watch out for yourself too.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, especially these days. Especially in New Hampshire. They love yanking drivers over, I heard.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so
All right, have a good night. I don't want to take up all your time.
thanks, because, yeah, I got to
God
get back to
bless
this
everybody and-
relationship.
Stay happy, healthy, and strong, and have a beer for me.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks for calling. Good night. Bye. All right, Mike, I forgot where we were.
Yeah, me too.
But we were talking about you and Angela, and, one thing I wanted to say, you post these photos on Facebook, and one of the things is, I see you posting all the time. This lady I know, she was up. I said, how do you post photos? I don't know how to do it. And she showed me. But anyway, your photos, I love them because when you do the photos with Angela, whatever it is, one time was at a restaurant at the Puritan.
Yeah, for her birthday, yeah.
Yeah, and then with the corsage.
Yeah.
And then another one was at the Rex or the Palace, and then, And I'll tell you what I love about the photos, Mike. The both of you, the gleam in your eyes, as you could, I love it. You just like two lovebirds there, just so intertwined and, connected. I love it.
That's what we're trying to aim for. A couple of them haven't come out. Just a couple of times. She didn't have the right face on, but or one at the Reba concert, we were in the that was her birthday present for me. I was 2 days before her birthday, and we were in the upper bowl, and it was hot up there. So basically, the photo looked nice, but everybody's thinking, everybody was coming. She's not in a good mood. I'm like. She was happy, but she was hard and bothered because it's so hot up there. So
yeah,
but some of it's like it's nice to see both sides, but we try our best to keep up on the positive and the up and up.
Well, that's the best way. Why not? Because the more you do that, the more natural and it is. Then you make an effort now to keep it on the up and up and nice and smooth around and keep it nice and shiny. But, the more you sort of aim for that, then the easier it gets. Then before you know it, it just is that way,
Yes.
It's not like you got to it's got to go right. It's just after a while from just, like they say, practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
So you practice it and then it just... the bond gets more solid, you grow closer together, you admire each other for different things as you go along and it progresses and all that type of stuff, It's really nice. I enjoy that. So like with it, besides like I know you go out to restaurants a lot, but I don't, and I know like you went to Reba, but what other activities do you?
Movies, comedy shows.
I like comedy shows.
Yeah.
What kind of movies do you like?
I basically superheroes. So we just saw Fast and Furious X on Saturday night, and then.
How was that, by the way?
Very good. There will be a couple more movies of that, and then like Friday night for our 6-month anniversary, we're doing dinner, and then going to see the new Little Mermaid movie.
Oh, are you? No, what's Fast and Furious? I haven't seen any of those movies. What's it about?
Fast and Furious. It's basically criminals, nice cars. There've been a bunch of villains in it, so it's like this one. So it's basically it's a series that's going on for years.
And do the good guys win?
Or
prevail, I should say, that the good guys prevail or not?
And this one, kind of, but it's like the corporation that the good guys has basically crippled. Basically, Jason Momoa plays the latest villain, who is the father of somebody the good guys killed in a couple movies back, and basically it wipes out the entire good guys. But there will be a sequel in 2025, so it continues.
Now, have you seen the earlier Fast and Furious movies too?
Yes, I have.
See, that sounds like I like those type. I like action movies.
Yeah.
You know, and comedy movies.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie, Mike, so far?
Favorite movie that we've seen together. Jeez, that's a tough one because we've seen so many movies together. It's, I can't really pick one, to be honest. They're all good in their good. They're all good in their different reasons.
Nice. Hold on. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you?
Hi, Dave. It's Gina from Memphis.
Gina, how are you? Thanks for stopping up on Saturday, by the way.
Oh, my God, anytime. I was thinking about you.
Yeah, and it was nice to meet your husband, too.
Yeah, I know. He's a character.
Yeah, that was good. How are you today?
Good. How'd you guess? Who's your guest? I didn't get his name.
My name is Michael Martineau. I'm a fun-loving local celebrity from right here in Manchester.
Michael Martineau.
You're a local.
Go ahead.
You're a local what? I didn't catch that.
Fun-loving local celebrity.
Oh, nice.
He does.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're hanging out with Dave.
Right. Well, I guest hosted the show before me, Ward 13. And he was the guest on that, so I asked him to stick around for this show. But he does, what do you do? Radio? You do talk shows?
Yeah, do the radio downstairs. And I'm just a fun-loving local guy that was born and raised here in Manchester and enjoy supporting my local community and making it the best city it can be.
See that?
Oh, that's awesome. I love when people support their community.
Yeah.
That's, I think, is the best thing.
He's having the time of his life.
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
You have a card for me, Dave? Because I'm going in to get my IV today.
To get your IV today?
Yeah, I have an infection which I didn't even know about.
We have it's funny. You're going in for your IV today. Look at the cards in Roman numerals. It's the Four of Pentacles, IV, at the top of your card.
IV, that's awesome.
Right,
Four of
right.
Pentacles. Perfect. That was good, Dave.
See that? But as you can see, the Four of Pentacles, you can see them. They're kind of, apprehensive. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say that you're apprehensive, but just sort of.
I am apprehensive.
I don't blame you. I'm petrified of needles, just so you know, and I mean
I hate them.
I'm going for my physical tomorrow. Now, when they come for the blood work, I break out in a sweat. And I tell them, they go, "What's the matter? Right, they go, "What's the matter?" I go, "I'm petrified of needles." "Oh, you're not going to pass out, are you?" I go, as long as I don't watch. But,
Wow.
so here we have.
And Joe, you know that Joe had a heart and liver transplant. He has a lot of needles all week long.
Oh, God, me, I'd be like, oh no.
He takes one every day.
Woo,
I know what
wow.
you mean.
God bless him.
Yeah.
But so there you are. So I'm going to, it's the IV, so definitely it's going. I'm getting the sense, that you're going to be apprehensive, but, reach in for your inner strength. You're going to be fine. And for some reason, I hate to say this. No, I shouldn't say I hate to say this. But I think, who does it? What are the person that's going to give you
I got a nursing home coming.
They do it now in my house instead of going to the hospital.
Well, all right. So what I'm getting the sense that she's not going to be so gentle, Gina.
Oh, no, okay.
Sorry to
I'll have
tell
watch
you,
out for
but
that.
I'm just getting the sense she's not going to be
That's
gentle.
okay. As long as you're honest, it's great. I love it.
Okay. And
I
then,
have to go to work with the IV in.
Get
And
out.
those animals today were horrible.
oh, were they?
Oh, I mean, now it's like they do it on purpose. Now they, like, bark at the teacher, and then they go, I identify as a dog. Today I said, I'm going to identify as RoboCop in a little bit,
There you
and then
go.
you won't like it.
There you go. Good for you. That's just exactly what they need.
I was so pissed because they know they can get away with it.
Right. Right.
Awful, awful.
No, when I went to public school in Medford, and when I was in grade school, you'd get whacked. They'd whack you if you acted up.
Okay, but today you can't. I think
know.
one of the kids, was playing around with his Chromebook. We said, don't touch it. And he goes, oh, so it's the color of my skin, is it?
Oh.
We didn't even tell you it was the color. We told you not to touch the computer.
Right. Wow. That's
You
unbelievable.
believe it? Yeah.
Now, yeah,
And then we set them down,
yeah.
and they did nothing.
And naturally, and do they ever, swear at you?
All the time.
You're kidding me.
They swear all the time. They swear up a storm. I just saw an article that they're going to try to control it in Massachusetts. Department of Education is going to stop the cell phone use and computer use.
Good.
So I think that's where they're getting a lot of stuff.
Well, I agree. I mean, you don't need your cell phones during class.
Everything's a video. A kid might be throwing up. Oh, it's a video. I mean, what the hell is that? Give people privacy.
Right.
There was a beautiful smell in the bathroom, with like lavender and orange and blah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weed pen. Have you ever heard of anything, Dave, called a weed pen?
Oh, somebody mentioned it.
It's a pen that looks like weed, that has weed in it. You could go to the bathroom, and then it makes the bathroom smell like orange blossom.
Cut it out.
How smart these people are.
Yeah. Wow. Imagine
Yep.
a weed pen. I love it.
That's what they call it.
Too bad they didn't
Write
hit.
with it, and you can smoke with it. How's that?
Wow. See, now I could have used one of those when I was a kid.
Exactly.
Right? Because
It's a weed pen. You could do both.
wow. I even like the name of it. I'm impressed. Weed pen. What's that? It's a weed pen. Isn't it?
That's what it's called.
Don't you just love it?
I love it.
Wow. So, by the way, what time you getting jabbed today?
It should be coming in with about 25 minutes.
6 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she's a visiting nurse. She might make it at that time.
Aha. Now, and now is this a permanent IV or what?
No, only 5 days because I caught a bacteria at work. And, some people are getting this bacteria. Some have it in their eyes,
Yeah.
and some have it on the skin, and I happen to have it on my skin. I think it's the stupid, it's not clean.
Right.
Kids have all kinds of stuff.
You ain't kidding, I know.
So two of the teachers got it in their eye,
Ugh.
and they didn't know what it was. And I have it on my skin.
Wow.
It's a bacteria.
Hey, I got a question to ask you. Well, maybe because you're a teacher, but I see a big elephant here in this optical calcite. How does that fit into your play of things?
Well, the elephant's smart. The
Well-
Republican Party has the elephant.
Well,
The
right.
elephant's memory is great.
Yeah, like
They
yours.
remember things.
Uh-huh.
Yep. They eat peanuts. The best thing, peanut butter.
Do you like peanuts and peanut butter?
I do.
I was just trying to figure out how it fits in because it's just seen it so prevalent. So I said,
I
well,
have elephants in front of my door. So if they say, legend says that if you put the elephant butt pointing towards the door,
Yeah.
you will have good luck.
Do you really have elephants at your door?
I have an elephant statue that's the butt is pointed near the door.
See that? So look at that. That's when I said what's the so see the association with the elephant. Look at that.
There you go.
Wow. See that? I like that. I'll take that. I'll take that. That was
Yep.
pretty good, I thought. All right. Anyway, listen. I'll let you
Thanks,
go.
Dave. I'll call you next week.
All right. Let me know give me the feedback about whether she was not gentle or not.
I will. I'll do that.
All right. Thanks for calling,
All right.
Gina.
Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye. Where were we, Mike? I forget when I get the
Yeah.
calls.
I'm trying to remember too. Oh, I think we were talking about pictures, right?
Where are we? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like we've been, like we try our best, and then it's becoming more natural for us, and I always try to get her to have a smile on her face.
Well, always works because
Yes.
there's always a glow in those photos, and
Yes.
I admire that. When you post those photos, there's always a glow. Hey, listen now, do you ever cook for her at your place, or does she ever cook for you at her place? or-
She's cooked for me at her place once. I'm trying to plan a dinner for her, to do a dinner at her place because for my trip, the city of Du Bois gave me a bottle of wine, and usually, so I'm planning to have that with the dinner. So I'm trying to pair it.
Nice. So now, do you cook for yourself? Because I know a lot of people that they're lazy. They don't cook. I'm not calling you lazy, but people don't cook. My next door neighbor, she never cooks.
Yeah.
You know.
I make myself breakfast every morning, but other than that, I don't really cook for myself. I should get in the habit to do it more often, but I do want to show off my cooking skills to her, and
Right. Another. It's just another. Another little aspect about you that
Yes.
she can admire.
yes,
You just say, oh, this is the kind of guy for me. I won't have to do all the cooking. So, I cook all the time. But basic stuff.
yeah,
It's easy, pork chops, steaks, whatever. So you know what you're doing, Mike. You know
yep, and
you're making an impression.
yep, and I'm always trying to. I'm always trying to impress her because I'm always a gentleman to her, and that's one quality that I think has fallen on the wayside in relationships, to be honest.
I agree. It sure has.
Because some guys go in relationships and can be total a-holes about it.
Right.
and
how?
and not treating your lady with respect and honor is not the right way to go.
I agree. Well, see, there you go. That's why it's working so well
Yeah.
also.
Yes.
You sort of, put her up on a pedestal, treat her special, treat her like a queen, however you want. And look, you do all that, you make that kind of effort, but look what comes back to you. It's priceless.
Yes.
All that good stuff, it all comes back, and it seems to be effortless, but, it isn't. But like I said, the more you do it,
Yes.
the less effort it entails to continue on, So, what do you think the Celtics are going to win any more games, Mike?
We're down 3-1 now, and it's coming back to Boston. So we'll see if they can win a couple more games. Otherwise, if they lose one more time, they're out. So
I know, and nobody's ever won from 3-0.
yeah,
So we'll see. I don't know if I'm not going to cut the cards because I was so off last
Yeah.
week. People will really want to joke me. Oh, he stinks on him. He stinks on him. So I'm going to stay clear of that one, Mike. You know, it's unbelievable. So, do you two have plans for the long weekend?
Um, we're doing something for Friday night, and I think we're going out for a 6-month anniversary on Friday night, and then
All right, good.
and then
Don't say anything about it in case she's watching and you want it to be a surprise.
see, it's not a surprise.
Oh, so what's the plan? What are you going to do to celebrate that?
Dinner at Texas Roadhouse, and then go see The Little Mermaid at Chunky's.
Wait, what? Where's the Texas Roadhouse around here?
On South Wall, right across from the mall.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, oh, God. I think since I lived in Everett, which was a while. How long ago was that? 10, 12 years ago or something? That's how long since I've been to a Texas Roadhouse. Wow, nice. And then Chunky's for...
Seeing the Little Mermaid movie, the new Little Mermaid movie, so...
What is it? Is it animated? I call it cartoon, but you know, is it an animated movie?
Live action, like Disney is like updating, so basically it's live action now. So
What do you mean by live action?
basically it's same story, but it's not not like the old version. So basically it's not like a cartoon. Basically, it's not like a cartoon now. Basically, it's yeah. So, and they've been doing a lot of that with the classics as of recent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't been to the movies in a long time either. I watched them on TV, but
Yeah.
you know, to see a recent movie, you know, a movie that's out, I
Yeah.
haven't been to the theater in quite a while. But like I said, I like action movies. I like comedies. You know, I'll tell you a couple of my favorite movies. They're both in my top 10, and I love it because Flashdance. You know why? Only because the whole message is behind the scenes. It doesn't matter if somebody's pulling strings for you or not. It's all to believe in yourself and go for what you know. Follow your dream and keep going no matter what. And that's what she did. And then she finds out at the end, like, this guy pulled the strings, but still, you know, she's giving it her all in the meantime. So I like that. And then my favorite comedy movie, Mike, is Adventures in Babysitting. That is so funny. It's got to be, I'm going to say, it's got to be 30 years old, at least 35 years old. But it was funny that it's 30. I'm going to say 30 because now that I'm thinking back, a friend of mine, his daughter was like 14, 15, 16. And so we were out one night, we're having a couple of beers, and he starts talking about the movie Adventures in Babysitting. I said, you know, Adventures in Babysitting. And then he says, my daughter watched it, and she made me watch it with her. And that's what he was saying. He said it was hysterical. And that's what he said. He says, you got to see this movie. So I watched it, and you laughed through the whole thing. It really is funny. Adventures in Babysitting. So if you're ever home, you know, if you get the on-demand stuff, and it clicks in your head, I don't know what to watch. If you want a comedy, Adventures in Babysitting, you'll definitely enjoy it. Or anyone out there, if you've never seen it, you want to laugh, Adventures in Babysitting. It really is. It's pretty funny. Have you ever seen it, Scott? Adventures in Babysitting? Oh, it's hysterical. It really is. And it's all my buddy's daughter. You've got to watch this movie. And it really is. It's funny. So you got long-term plans? Well, not long-term, but you got plans for the summer, Mike?
Yeah, we got date night like every week, so
Good.
yeah. Mostly local. Might do a beach day when Manchester Transit does because both of us don't drive, so it So basically, but we managed to get our way around. So we'll probably do a couple beach dates.
Nice.
Might go up to the Lake region once and do a dinner cruise on
Oh, that'd be nice.
on Lake Winnipesaukee. So.
Uh-huh. Nice. I don't have any plans either, but and I never did bike week, but since I've lived up, moved to New Hampshire, I just do a day, a day trip, 1 day out of the week. I'll go to Laconia, but I have to, I admire the bikes because the bikes that you see are just incredible, but, after a few hours, it's like, the more, they're so loud and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I never seen so many motorcycles. They're just everywhere. They're parked everywhere. They're revving everywhere.
Yeah.
But so I do that. That's coming up in a few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, you go to concerts, right? What did you do? Because I know you post them. What are some of the music concerts you've been to?
Let's say we did Reba. We've for Valentine's Day we saw Sage of Buboy at the Palace. We saw Queen show at the Palace.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was good. The Palace does a great job of it wasn't like a torn group that goes around. It was like they did their own production of a Queen show basically. Yeah, and we were planning on actually going to see Queen in Boston in November, but prices are ridiculous. It's like I don't want to go. I want to give her the best experience I can, but I'm not trying to have my wallet pay for it. So
right, I don't blame you.
Or so it's like it's like I don't need any of this VIP. But it's like with some of these venues or some of these artists, it's like once they go on sale, it's like some of them do a good job on not having scalpers get them, which is great. And then it's like so you can only trust one source, but then it's like if it's sold out, it's like you have to check every day if there's any available, and then sometimes it's like some people resell them if they. But it's not like they're putting a uptick on it. It's like, but the tickets they have are like, it's like the most prices of the prices. It's like, I'm not really want to put in that much money forward just for like a VIP on stage. That'd be awesome, but not to pay because I try to be budget minded.
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, and it's like, for me, it's like I have yes, she's on Social Security and whatnot, and she has a part-time or a full-time job, but it doesn't pay well, so it's like usually I'm spending all the money, but it's just and the money doesn't matter to her. People think it's outrageous that I pay for everything, but it is what it is sometimes. It's like if she can chip in here and there, that's totally fine by me. And it's one way of being a gentleman. You can be a gentleman in other ways as well.
Right, that's true. But I know tickets are outrageous. It was like, I seen Darryl Hall solo, Hall and Oates, but Darryl Hall, I seen him solo before. I liked him better solo.
Yeah.
Than what don't get me wrong, Hall and Oates are great, but for some reason his solo show was fantastic. But he's playing down in the Cabot at the end of next month, I think. And I will go online. If you buy the tickets online, they're like $400. It's ridiculous, with all these fees or at the second-hand tickets, and then the tickets that are left in the theater, they're like, way up in the balcony, and they want $300. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, and that's why when I'm looking at tickets for thing, it's like I'm like, I just want a standard ticket, or like for the Weaver tickets.
Yeah.
Those are actually, based on what the seats were, those were considered premium. If we came back again, I would probably go a little bit further up, or just because of the location of the seat, because it's like, it was in the
Mike, if Reba comes back, you buy the cheap seats, and then come see me at the VIP suite.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, Dave, can you let us in? I would naturally I'd say yes, but because that's like it was funny for Reba because they never really tell me about the VIP suite. How many tickets are out, because I guess the bank has all the tickets all the time anyway. But we'll say like for Reba, when I get there that day, they tell me the suite there's no seats left. So in other words, you can't let people in tonight, But other than that, you could still let you can still let a couple of people in. And so we don't have a lot of time left, Mike. So, but just remind the people who you are. I want to thank my guest for sticking around today and helping me out. It's a very interesting chit chat. I enjoyed it. So,
my name is Mike Martineau. I'm a fun-loving local celebrity. Just love supporting the local businesses here in town. Go check out Flank Horse Cafe on the west side, 48 South Main Street, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily, except for Mondays when we're closed. And just keep on living life and enjoying life. And thank you for having me, David.
My pleasure. So let me ask you now about how are the breakfasts there? Because maybe I'll stop. Occasionally I go out for breakfast. I'll stop by.
Breakfast is awesome. We're constantly trying to reinvent our menu. A lot of our stuff is homemade. Like we have homemade breakfast sauces, homemade cinnamon rolls, house-made pastrami. So like we try to do everything we can to do in-house.
All right, fantastic. And just before we go again, I'm David B., the ratings guy. Biffid, BIFFID at yahoo.com, 603-404-9338. Everybody, enjoy the first weekend of summer. Get out there and celebrate, live life, reach for the stars. 3 days. It's supposed to be a nice weekend weather-wise. Enjoy, take it all in. And 2 things, please. Remember 2 things. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.